CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up the hands. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
CMC. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly the case. The time has come. So if you're on here, share the video. We are on the Political Lodge page. We are also on Dr. Richardson page. We are screaming on the YouTube page, the Political Lodge TPL. It's on YouTube. And we are broadcasting on True FM Radio in Liberia. Wherever True FM Radio is broadcasting, we are on there now. People are listening to us. So thank you for joining us. Today is a wonderful day. It's actually Tuesday, August 12th. Tuesday, August 12th. And it's good to be here always. Regardless of how you feel, when you have to do something, you still have to do it. So today we are here promoting the agenda of CMC. That's the reason why we are here in the first place. My name is Grace Kowa. I'm always happy to be here. We are the Political Launch, and we come here every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Friday, we do a raffle for the Liberian people to win, money for the weekend and have fun, and maybe buy something to eat, because Liberia is a hard place. When they say hard at Liberia, so we try to, help our people in that aspect. But if you want here, let's continue to share the show. We're going to have a dynamic show tonight. I'm sharing right now. The people in the studio will not be on, so you will not see them where we are broadcasting the radio. So listening to the radio, and let's do what we have to do best. But it's a lot of things that are going on in Liberia. But firstly, all the good things that are going on in Liberia concerning CMC, that's what concerns me a whole lot. And that's why we speak about tonight. We'll also talk about, the political leader, his letter from Sakapie that he writes every Sunday. I'm going to read that letter, and we'll talk about the drug abuse, the fight against drug abuse and the drug, seal in Liberia. that is, taking over the nation. We'll also talk about other things that are happening in Liberia and around the world. So continue to watch the show, make your comments. Let's interact with one another. And, let's do what we have to do. Liberia is our common denominator. So we are all from Liberia. Do other people from other walks of life to watch this show? But we are all here. We are Liberians, or we are supporters of Liberia. So it's our main aim, to make sure that things are fine in the country, and to make sure that we expose the things that are not fine. This is all for the good, because we want a country that is okay, and reach the standard of the rest of the countries that are around us. We also want Liberia to be a better place. So if we highlight things that are not going on right, so the government can do better, do their jobs, and do what it's supposed to do. So that's why we are here. We want to congratulate the people of Liberia, the CMCmers of Liberia, for a good job done in Sakapia this weekend. I'm still amazed. I'm still watching, most of your videos, and I'm so very happy what you could put out there. Want to also say thank you for that. We also encouraging people to register. Go on the app, and I will show you. Go on the website. I will show you how to do the registration. www.cmclib.com. You hit become a member, and you can follow the process and get registered, and be you're part of us. As of today, we are over 5,000 members already registered now. Because we speak a lot on the radio, a lot of people go to the True FM station to register there. So I have a good news for you. There's a booth that is put right outside of True FM. They have a place there now for you to go, and you can register there. They got people there that will help you, and you can do the process of registration. So that's the beautiful thing about the whole thing. So make sure you go there, and make sure you register, okay? And that's the right thing to do. Be a part of us. You have to be a registered member, and for you to see the entire website. So if you go there, you can see other things. But when you're a registered member, you'll be able to access the website, and questions that you have for CMC. You don't even have to call anybody. The website automatic. You will find information on there that you can just relate to, and if you have any further questions, then you can contact a CMC member or one of the executives to be able to answer that question for you. So we are always happy to be here. Welcome. I'm going to welcome some people already, and then we'll go into the show. I would like to also share, the interview our political leader did with the ELPS, I think. And that was a very important interview. I can't share the entire thing because it's a very long one, but I will share it, the ones that, we can. And we will go from there. You will listen to it, and take your prompt from there, because he had a lot of good things to say. So we are looking to order that. But before I do that, I will just announce some of the names and tell you thank you for watching. Make your comments, things that you want to say. Will come a time we'll read the comments, and we can go from there. But I'm glad to be here, always pushing CMC agenda. Dr. Richardson will be coming on later. She's running late, so she will have her here, and we'll be here to tell you, things that are going on. So I would like to welcome Nelson Ish, he says necessary. I would like to welcome Prince Wisa. I'm watching from Kansas City, Nima County. Thank you for watching, Prince. Thank you for watching, Nelson. Alfonso H. Pin. I will not read your comment, Mr. Pin, because I don't read negativity. As you can see, I think you're looking at my face. I don't dwell on negative things. I think that's the reason why because of my positivity coming where I am. I don't dwell on negative things. I don't think people should dwell on that. So I want you to see the positive in why CMC was created in the first place. So go back and look at your stuff, look at the history of Liberia, look at what's been going on for the last 20 years. So then you will understand, that anybody who will want to help Liberia Can I help Liberia for the sidelines? Because where we are, they don't listen to people. Our country, they don't listen to people who just saying something that they should take. So you have to be a part of, the leadership for you to get stuff done. So I will not answer that, Mr. Ping. Come with another question. I would like to welcome Prince Reset. Prince, I would say welcome to the show. Prince said once we have a lawless government, things will never be fine. I know, Prince. We will try to. That's the reason why we speak. We want the government to be, you know, we want the government to succeed, because when the government succeed, Liberia has succeeded, and that's the reason why we come out and we say things that the government needs to know, so they can do what they're supposed to do. And Liberia is a blessed country because some of the things that we will say and bring forth, some countries don't have it. And then the reason is that the people don't really care, because people are paid for those information to give it out. The people make millions of that, but we Liberians, we are so kind. We will give information. We will write out, articles and stuff for the government to listen to it. Um, but they really don't. So that's why we always come here and have to say these things over and over. So Prince, we say welcome. We would like to also welcome Honorable M. Curious Willen. He says Sunday we are all start Ephesians 17. Okay, Mr. Quinn, I would try to be, on that. Please share the video with me so from the beginning, so I can know and be able to support you from this end. Albert Bernard, um, I'm not gonna read your comment, Albert. You are free citizens. We are not like, your government, who people can't have. They don't want people to have freedom of speech. You can write here, but I'm not gonna read your comment because I don't think it's positive. I don't read negative comments. I would like to welcome Augustine Bala Sisse. He said what he had to say. I would also like to welcome but okay, I already welcome him. So there where we are, a lot of you people are on Makaran, Mustafa Kazulu. He said hello family, Ibrahim Wema, CNC all the way. Jerome Cheyi, he said I'm watching from Kawe, Monserrato County. Welcome, Mr. Quillen, for watching, and also welcome Jerome Cheyi for watching. Welcome on the show. Um, I would also like to welcome Joseph SK Sibwe. I'll say welcome to you. He said I'm watching from Chicken Soup Factory community. I like Chicken Soup Factory. I like those places. I don't know, but when I come to Liberia, I will drive in those places. I tell you to see, to see again. I would like to welcome Aaron K. Dennis. Aaron, your name is interesting. People call Aaron and then they say Aaron. In the West, you call you Aaron. We in Liberia call you Aaron. I think we in Liberia got a rep pronunciation. That's why I think I'm not being biased. But Aaron, welcome. Good evening, my powerful mother. How everything with you today? I hope you are doing well. I'm doing very fine. I hope Dr. Francine too is doing fine. I would like to welcome Augusta MB Kowa. I have done with my he's done with his online registration already. Thank you, Augustine. We are all CNC, but we are bona fide members. Yes, we are bona fide members. Thank you for registering, Augustine. And we will work hard together. That Liberia will change one day, and we all will be proud. These videos will be kept. Your name will be in history. That we were all part of this the change that came to Liberia. I would like to welcome Attila Scare. He's watching from Grand Gila County, Zetru City. Wow, you living in Zetru? Some of my friends came from Zetru. We were on Problem Mission together. I would like to welcome everybody on the show, and I would like to welcome Dr. Francine. She just came on. Doc, welcome to the show. You can now get your opening statement, and then we can move on into the show.
Oh, it's good to be here. Um, I just want to thank all of you for joining us. And uh, we actually are recovering from our successful, accomplished CMC trip. And if you know that I always like to welcome, if you know, you always been on the show, you know that I always like to welcome those who are driving, those who are working tonight. Maybe you're working as a nurse or you're working as a security person. Um, Welcome to the show. I also started talking to you about love quote, and I actually started doing my search very late because I was working. But I want to actually state this one that I saw and I like. It says, "Love is the beauty of the soul." So, love is the beauty of the soul. And this reminds me of how we can love on Liberia, how we can see the beauty of Liberia and take it with us as we go to a soulful place. So I want you to love Liberia. A lot of times we, you know, love ourselves. We do things to enrich ourselves. We see that our leaders are doing things to enrich themselves, to enjoy themselves, and forgetting about loving the country Liberia. When you love something, it's an action word for me. It's developing a country. It's about connecting with the people in the country. It's about being empathetic, showing concern about the country. Because after all, my parents came, they were born in Liberia. They came and left Liberia. I would come and leave Liberia, but I want to leave Liberia in a better state. This is why when I speak to Liberians, there are different types. I was thinking about this today, Madam Crisco. I was thinking about, our CMC has different types of membership and different types of Liberians. There are some of us who are just gung ho, die hard Liberians, who are passionate about Liberians, and we want to make that change. I think I will announce that Madam Grace and I fall into that category where we want Liberia to be up to par. I use this word, of the up to par to the region. There are also some people who just in the background, they support us. We know them. They're telling us, sending us messages every day. They're praying for us. They're praying for Liberia. They're praying for the political leader, Musa Hassan Pelali. There are some people who we need to push a little bit. You need to push them a little bit. They just need to find, their footing, their voice. And then, boom, they are full supporter, front line supporter of CMC. And there are some people who have never ever been to Liberia. They never even seen Liberia. We have them as members as well. They were born in this country, but they're supporting Liberia because their parents or someone they know or someone they heard, love Liberia at one point or live in Liberia at one point. So they're also supportive of CMC because they know that we can change. And then there are those who, were born in Liberia, but they say, Liberia been too much. Oh, I got used to put my light switch on and the light come on. I got used to turning the water in my faucet and my water come on. I get used to, orderly. I can stop at a stop sign. The police ain't gotta make me stop to the stop sign. So why they come and ask me about Madam Grace? So you tell me again, you're making me sense to, or why should I go back to such a country? They're part of CMC. And those people, we like them. We welcome them into being members of CMC as well, even though we know someday, they will get it. It will make sense to them. So I just want to tell you that we embrace all people, all thoughts about Liberia. As long as you supporting the transformation of Liberia, this is what our constitution say. This is what CMC stands for. It's not basically about, I hear people say, oh, it's about a political leader. Our political leader himself will come here, and hopefully he will come on today. I don't know if he's listening. I did invite him because he made some breaking news in Liberia, and I want him to come here and share it from his own mouth, from the horse's mouth, and share his breaking news. Even though we'll share it for you, we'll share it for him on this show as well. We'll share it to you. But we embrace everyone. The PR will tell you that it's not about him. It's about the institution. We have to move away in Liberia from just a personality. This is where love isn't seen when you just idol someone. Even the Bible said don't idol anybody. There should only be one God. But I'm asking to love your country, be patriotic about your country, so that the beauty can be reflected. The beauty of Liberia can be seen. Liberia is a beautiful place, people. I've seen a lot of places. Halifax was beautiful as well, I have to say. But Liberia is beautiful. So that's what I want to say.
Thank you. That Liberia is beautiful. Halifax is beautiful because the people fix the country. They fix they call it province. And that's why we encouraging Liberians, that we should do the same for our country. Liberia can be way further than Halifax. And because Liberia is a beautiful place, as you said. It's just that we have not created that scenery for the country to actually, come to where it's supposed to be, come forth. And that's why we are here. And that's the reason why I'm here. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes, you working and all kinds of things happening, in the front scene, everywhere. But you just continue pushing because you got love for country. For me, the reason I fight nothing for nothing else. I fight for Liberia because I just want to go home and retire. Tell you the truth. That's what my fight is. So that's why I'm fighting to the end. But I will reach a stage where I hope Liberians can see the difference. If not, then I will have to make a decision for me and my life and my family. But I really want to have a chance to come back to Liberia and see Liberia being a beautiful country that it should be. And I personally think that CMC can bring Liberia to that state. That's the reason why I'm part of CMC. Or else I was not going to be a part. Everything I fight for it hard. And that's the reason why I fight for CMC. Has somebody called me today and was telling me something. It just came to my mind. We're talking about Liberia, and every well meaning Liberians, when they talk about Liberia, the things that they will say, what they want for the country, it just touched your heart so much. It came a time, even in 2020, 2021, me and my friend would get on the phone, we talk about Liberia, our school days, and we just had crying because we really want Liberia to come back more than even where she was, especially in the 21st century, where you go to other countries, you see the people just building the country up. And then when you go to our country, you just see mud roads, car being stuck in the mud for days. People in the mud, trying to remove the cars for in the mud for 5, 6 days. It shouldn't be that way. But I know some people will not understand, when we say these things. But if you have genuine love for Liberia, even if you have people that work within the country and within the government and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and because you are genuine, you will speak about it and say this is wrong. You need to do better. And that's what we do here. But that, I hope what you said that the PO will come on since you contacted him. I hope he's gonna come and I hope he's gonna come and and announce himself. But I also have the video I recorded it. My phone, Doc, I think you will have to go to the recording if you don't come. My phone is full. Today, I was even trying to download our videos from Canada, and my phone is full, so I have to go back and delete. And some of the videos I want to keep because when coming to the election time, you need them. But now I have to go and delete some of them because my phone full, and I can't record the videos. And and hearing phone full, and so phone full. So everybody, I show you on the phone, you check it out right now, it's full. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So you know we gotta get this special device to be able to save these videos on, maybe a jump drive or something, put it on the computer and then save it or something. I'm just wondering. I don't know. I'm not a techy person.
yeah.
But yeah, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we need to save it on the stick,
yes.
and
That's
then
right.
we remove it, and then bring new videos, and we just keep them on that stick.
And it's supposed to put, yeah, yeah. And then as we move, we'll be moving into the stick and then we can add more videos. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I will figure it out now. IT person like that, but I will figure it out. But it's kind of a little bit of work. But the
Yes.
video here, so when you got anything else you have to say, then we can just play a video with him talking. I think he was interviewed by some journalist from LBS, I recorded some of it. I couldn't record all because it's a 45 minutes long video. So I recorded some of it and then we can listen to the part that I record. But go ahead.
Yeah, the PR made some breaking news. He made some waves in Liberia. First of all, I am most impressed by what I saw in San Nicole, and we're gonna continue to tell you thank you for your show of support, for your appreciation. San Nicole was locked down in the yellow wave, and we like to see that. We'll continue to promote the CMC agenda on this show because we know, people often ask me, oh, well, we heard this before. How do you know that, the political leader and the CMC party as a whole would bring change to Liberia? And I have to tell them, we had the opportunity to assess vulnerability from different angles, and we know what he stands for. He stands for using modern day technology to bring change to Liberia. He's also fed up. He's not happy with the way that Liberia looks. He's not happy with, how our roles are developed. You can tell, from the way that he's focusing on that. He's not happy that our country looks like a village. You can barely get electricity without even purchasing a generator. I'm sorry, a generator. I mean, it's just all that noise go on and on and on at night sometimes. So there's a lot of things that we're able to assess and to understand that he is not happy. He's not happy with the rule of law. Hence, the law is the law. Hence, he was chairman of the rule of law. Hence, he made sure that the rule of law was maintained during the Fanati saga. So I just, I got an opportunity over the years to ask him those questions. So I know I have not had the opportunity to observe and ask other leaders these questions, and also through watching their leadership style to see their sincerity as the way to relate to Liberia. For example, I'm going to be very quite honest. When I never voted, never supported the president now, President Joseph Boakai. I never voted for him, and because my fear was, he just wasn't up to date with what is happening in the world. I sense that. I mean, this man read in the whole election campaign without speaking to the Liberian people once to tell them his agenda, and he's doing the same thing. They said the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. We use that saying a lot, and we use that in psychology. We know that somebody is most likely to complete a suicide based on their past suicidal history. Okay, so you can see this man never spoke to Liberian people to tell them what he was going to do, his agenda of developing Liberia. Today, he came in speech with the Liberian people. You don't tell us. With that girl arrest agenda, when I follow the arrest agenda, the acronym arrest. That's all we know. We don't know what they're starting with tourism. We don't know what they're starting with sanitation, what it means. We really do not know. So, and then even most recently, and some of you, you need to check it out. Why would our country, with the state of economy, with the poor people, why would anybody take more than 40 people person on a trip into this world? And then you tell the people you're not going to stay there for the conference, because today we heard that you're not staying there for the conference. You go spend extra money to change your ticket to come back, or maybe that was in your plan. But why did you go for the conference in the first place? So I know the conference started. I have it. I've been reading it and keeping up with it. I'm sorry, keeping up with it. I'm looking. I'm just looking at my phone to give you some updates on with the conference and what it said. It started, I believe, the 21st. Let me just get rid of this other thing here because I was keeping it. And it all relates to Japan wanting to partnership with African countries for development. They've done this conference before. This is the 9th session. And I saw that the different ministers met with different persons. They met with people from Sierra Leone, Angola, the Congo. I was reading the minutes. I did not see Liberia. People would say, oh, the president met with the prime minister of Japan. Met. And it met, that's an accomplishment for us. Liberia now said somebody met with somebody, that's an accomplishment. So I just really think that we need to think about how we expose Liberia. We need to think about loving our country even more. We need to think about ways that we can sell our country. With Madam Grace Gua, with me, and there's other people that I know, there will be brainstorming session to bring change to Liberia. The Liberian people in my mind comes first. I'm not going, nor Madam Grace is going into supporting this government for our own benefits. What's the point? The last time I checked, people, when they were burying anybody, they still had the same 7 foot or whatever foot they dig the grave and the same size. I didn't see them packing money, house, cars, and all of the materialistic things that we think that make life worth it. We live it all. I can afford to do it all. Okay, so and so does many people in around the world in CMC. So it's about Liberia. So if you want to be a CMC member, and so far, many of Liberians are sick and tired, been sick and tired of seeing our country the way it is, and they want to bring change. And this is what the CMC brings, and this is what makes us different than the Unity Party and the CDC. Okay, the Unity Party, plenty talk. CDC again, plenty talk. Grace can always say they're conjoined twins.
Mhm.
That what Grace
They
said.
got different here. The whole party the same. So
It seems so. Some
we
people
the
can
same old
understand.
thing. They can't
Yes,
help you.
yes,
Mm.
okay. But and this is not rocket scientist, Gracie. You know, it's not rocket science. Look at the picture you showed today of the road. I'm sure you. I don't know if your computer has space to show that road.
Yeah, the rules are bad, but I wanted us to
Mhm.
play our political leader speech. Also
Yes.
talk about a letter from Sakapi. Then we'll start showing the people the reason why we come here and sit here 4 days in a week, just to speak about how they do tell them the reason why they should join CMC. Let's try something different. That's all we are saying. Right now, the deputy chief of logistics for immigration, he earning $245,000, 245,000 per month. No, 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 not per month, but
Per year.
yeah, $245,000 per year. That's what he's earning.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other people earning the lieutenant colonel earn $215 in gross per year. And then people that work, that doing the actual work, like the police, the people that work in civil service, some of them earn $200 a month, $300 a month. So how I mean, what is not balancing this country? And that's why CMC came to play, because we want to balance it. This is not normal. It is not. My director for the department I work for cannot make 12,000 or 20,000 more than me. They will not allow it. So the people system here don't allow that. There is certain skill set you have to make certain amount of money in a certain or entity or company. The people have their own problem, but they have regulations to those things. Because if the people start to see one group of people making way more money than the other group, that's when they have protests. Well, just in Canada, they had a strike. You know why they had a strike? I understand it now. I was pissed because my rest of my team couldn't come on a flight. But everything happens for a reason, and maybe it was supposed to happen that way. But those people strike were validated. They have the people work on the ramp, putting people's suitcases in the plane for 8 hours, just because they don't work through the 8 hours, just put the suitcase on the plane for 8 hours because it takes time for the plane to come land and everything. So the spare time they have there, so if the plane come and the plane land and they put suitcases in the plane for 45 minutes or for whatsoever minutes they have to put three suitcases in three plane, they only pay them for that 45 minutes. But then they sit to the airport waiting for the other plane to come. The time they're sitting down and waiting for the other plane to come, keep them busy. But they say they can't pay the people for that time. So if they go there for 8 hours, and they work on it for 4 hours, they will pay them for 4 hours. No, it's not supposed to be that way. So the people strike. And that's the difference from these people here with our people. Our people just their rights are just taken away from them. Because even if they do protest and they come and strike, the people do nothing about it. Unlike in the West, when the people strike, something is done because you have to do something before they stop that strike. So many planes were delayed. The airline then lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because of that. So we are hoping that things will change in the country, and we just know in our hearts that in 20 years nothing has changed. So it means that the UP government and the CDC government that were in power has done nothing. They will not do anything. This is the reason why we want to change. Now CMC has become the first party in Liberia. Let's just be clear. I mean, you can take it or you can leave it. That's the truth. Everywhere CMC goes, we bring a whole lot of people. People gather. We even went to Canada. We were able to establish a team in 3 days. Right into Canada because Liberians all over the world are fed up. They are fed up. Even in Liberia, it's even worse because the youth, if you notice, if you were smart enough to watch, the youth, they are behind Musa Bedete. The youth are behind CMC. They are almost 78 or 79% of CMC members are youth. They are all youth under the age of 35. So you have to know that the people's eyes are opening. They no longer will stay with the shenanigans. They want Liberia to be a better place because this is not about, I know you, maybe you can give me some kind of $100 a year and everything will happen good. And maybe you can give me some kind of $200 a year and then we'll just go. No, people want their lives to change for the long haul. Means that I want my life to change for the rest of my life. I want to be able to accomplish every year. I accomplish something. I build my life every year. And that's one of my goals in my family. That's what we do. Every year we get better. That's what we try to strive for that. Every year, what did we do differently that will make us to do better the following year? And it has benefited us with our kids. Every year we try to hit something else. And that's what we want for Liberia. So when you hear the ideology of Honorable Bedete, you know that he actually do love this country. He has shown it in kinds. He has shown it in his speeches. He has shown it in action. And I think he just turned over the chairmanship of the Rule of Law Caucus over to somebody else because he's focused now on, building CMC to be able to help Liberia come 2030. That will be there to bring the change. CMC has some very strong people in the party that have come on. And CMC is 5 months old at this point in time. I'm just going to give the exact number to you that have registered for CMC already as of tonight. Sometimes we just have to say these things so people can actually know. So as of tonight, right? As of tonight, I will share the screen with you so you can see it for yourself. So you can't think that I'm just telling you these things. But people are joining CMC because they're really looking for the change in the country. They want that. Me too, I want change. So if God were making people 5, 5, 10, 10, all 10 of me were going to be registered for CMC. But just only that one person now. All. You see, if you see the website, this is the website as of today. We have 5,029 persons have joined CMC, 5,029 members in CMC 5 months of being in existence. We introduced digital registration. I see the government now start doing digital signing up, which is good because we have to set a standard. And that's what CMC is doing. We are setting a standard. We're not here to play. So we want the government to do better. So we'll be doing things so they can copy us and do what it's supposed to do because that's how Liberia supposed to be. That's how Liberia supposed to be. We cannot, if you can't do that, then it means that you can't lead Liberia. Then you need to step aside and give us the time so we can do that. When we tell the people, speed that passport is 24 hours. 24 hours, you count your passport, when they give it to you, shake your hand. Congratulations, you go. Now when 24 hours can't go to the foreign ministry, somebody come in and say, oh, infinity, just give me $20 so I can go for it. It's just too much. We don't want that anymore. So I will play a ability interview. We'll play some of it because from the beginning he has some striking points. In the whole interview, nobody he can talk. And then he not talking to him, not put it in all the people there who we got right, all can talk. So that it there. So he was able to he gave it all. He spoke to the journalists. Sometimes if you are listening, I was disappointed in the journalists with things that he was saying, but like they might disappoint him. For you to be a renowned journalist, you have to be on top of your game. And I just felt he wasn't on top of his game, but he did a good job to the level that he could. And so I understand. But I look at journalists listening in a whole different way. They are on top of they are very on top of the game. When we watch Aaron Colley them when we're growing up, Aaron Colley and how they call him Billy D. Russell, they were kind of journalists in their own way, and the way they were even engaged and asked questions. Who else I should call? The man who was supposed to be the standard bearer for ANC, and then they went into the main party.
Kwame Clement.
Kwame Clement, those people were very on top of their game. Charles Bayon were growing up the way they would ask questions. In fact, Charles Bayon was so on top of his game that the president got furious on him. They ended up killing Charles Bayon because he would just ask you directly. So, I want the Liberian journalists and to the people to do that. But, we getting there. Liberia has been lacking 20 years of real, real standard compared to the rest of the world. So we understand, but they're doing their best. But Honorable Ability were able to do what he had to do, and that's why I wanna you guys to actually listen to this. It will take a little while, Doc, but just prepare yourself.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning
You look very refreshed.
Yeah, I rested yesterday.
How things?
Not bad. I mean, we're okay.
Well, the last time you were here, we didn't have anything called the CMC.
Yeah.
So you see how time flies very
I'm
quickly.
telling you, it's been 5 months, and we have a party now called the CMC.
Yeah.
You know,
Before we begin with the CMC, I just want to you do something that I follow quite closely. You do these letters from Saclay PA. What gives you the urge to write in the first place?
I told you, I grew up as a journalist, as a columnist in the New Democrat newspaper with Lindsay Barrett, Ben Asante, and then Tom Kamara, Stewart, Sandomo, the whole generation. So I used to write an article in that newspaper they used to call Another Angle.
Oh,
For growing up in Saclay, I was an ardent listener to international news. Actually, I used to give news on my campus
okay.
at JVS. So every morning I have to go around, collect the news and write it, and then read the news every morning. And so there was a radio program on BBC, and it's called Letter from America. It ran for over 50 years. And this old man called Alistair Cook. He was a master class. And as young as I was, that program was 4:45 every Sunday. I did everything in my life
Not to miss it.
not to miss that program. I was addicted to that program until he died in 2000, I think 2003 or 2004. It was over 80 years. And so I've always wanted to do something like that. And getting into politics, I felt like you have to create a forum where you say, the most.
But do you read comments from the comments generated from your letters on
Yes.
Facebook? Do you read them?
They're very important to me.
So that's the feedback.
No, I don't use the feedback to write. I don't. The feedback does not dictate what I write, but I definitely read the feedback.
Yeah, but the bizarre thing about writings from new politicians is that we tend to judge whether they are sincere or they are honest or they have a deal of facts in it. I will just reference one. You wrote something a few days ago, and this is why you said, particularly on the State Department report
Yes.
on the human rights.
Yes.
You went on to say that I never thought that a government led by a respected and experienced statesman like Joseph Joman Boakai would have acquired such a horrible status as abusive and corrupt as alleged by the United States government. But the truth is, there was nothing in that report that mentioned corruption. There was nothing there. I read the report, nothing like corruption.
What is
It's
it?
not about human rights.
What is your definition of corruption?
So how factual are your writings? How sincere are they?
So let's go to the book of the war, the etymology of the war, corruption. To you, or to many Liberians, when you talk about corruption, you are talking about somebody stealing money, somebody embezzling money. Anything you do that violates your commitment is a corrupt act. You see, when you take off of,
You run for political reasons.
no. When you take off of office and say, I shall uphold, defend the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. When you say that, it has to be said in, that's what it means. You made a promise to yourself and to the country. Any allegation that contradicts those promises is corruption. So if I use the word corruption,
Well, that
your
justification doesn't sit with me. The fact is, there is no mention of corruption in the report. I mean, you read
Lovely.
it, there is no word that corruption.
Probably when you get as old as me, you would have read as many as I have done. And I'm telling you right now that let us stop using corruption and defining it only on financial issue. When you are corrupt, it means you say something, one thing, and do the other. That's an act of corruption. That's an act of deception. The moment you say something and you do otherwise, you deceive. That means your statements are corrupt. Corruption means untrue. Corruption means something other than what you have promised to do. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're guilty of, and we can go into that. But in this particular case, that's not what it means.
Well, I mean, I was just.
I respect your view, like any other, view, but like I said, it doesn't define what I write.
So that's why I was asking if you write based on facts and sincerity
Yes.
or honesty, or
Yes.
you write for political reasons.
No, when I wrote that stuff,
Because you distorted the fact.
no. Basley, listen.
You distorted the fact.
No.
There is no mention of corruption in that human rights report.
But the human rights report telling you that the commitment the government made, that the commitment the president made, abuse of human right, all right, is in that report. Disregard for rule of law is in that report. Those are grave allegations of corruption.
Okay. Anyway,
That's public corruption.
Let's go past that.
No, if you want to spend the rest of the 45 minutes, I'm ready to forward to do
I'm
it.
going to pin you down on
No,
that.
you can't, because and by the way, this is not Musa Belede's allegation. This is it should not be worrying you. The phraseology should not be worrying you. What should be worrying all of us is that our government, the government that I am a part of, that we all, that represents all of us, has been accused. And that was my argument. My argument was, there are certain things you don't expect from certain people. That's all.
Okay, no problem. I take that as your definition of corruption.
Yeah, I'm the author. So the final meaning of the word rests with me.
Okay.
And that's what it means.
Let's talk about the like I said. I mean, the last time you appeared, there wasn't anything called the CMC. Now you've established something called the CMC. And by the way, where are the CMC headquarters located?
Sophie Road.
It's not in Nima County. It's not.
Oh, you don't know
The
the
national
rule?
headquarters.
You don't know the rule of political party, Babble? The rule of political party is that,
I thought it's a Nima County based.
I'm sorry, my party is not a Nimba County based party.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a Nimba County based politician.
Okay.
I'm a politician of the Republic of Liberia. The chairperson, the chairman from my party is from Lofa County, for your information. At the diaspora level, the global chair for my party is from Cape Mount County. The spokesperson for my party is from Cape Mount County. The chairperson for the USA Global is from Maryland County. Okay? So my party is as diverse, both in gender and in geography, as any other party in the Republic of Liberia.
Great. It's good to hear that. But why was the CMC established in the first place?
The CMC is an offspring of disenchantment in the Liberian political system. One of the things that political parties are formed for is to hold a sitting government accountable. As you can see, and not just this time around, on many occasions after the election, especially when there's no midterm, political parties seem to disappear. They vanish. They vaporize. Because the design of political party in Liberia is mainly to exist, participate in election during election year. We wanted to change that. We wanted to have a party that today looks at the condition of the country, remain critical and say the truth. Praise the government if they do something right, but criticize it if they do something wrong. And we didn't see that in any other party. We didn't see any party trying to push for the welfare of the Liberian people. The national budget, though it belongs to the entire country, there's nothing in it, absolutely nothing in it, that seeks to get the approval of the people in terms of what they want. The CMC wants to change that. For instance, our vision is that in our government, minimum 500,000 United States dollars will be placed directly to the people. And then their representatives at community level will come annually to say, this 500,000, we want to do A, B, C, and Z in our community, in our district, electoral district. This is what we want. So the House, the representative, the senator, they all sit in that meeting, get the people's view, get a resolution as to what the people want to do, and then that money is given for that purpose. That is the sense of ownership that the Liberian people, at no time in the history of Liberia, has ever had. That is extremely important. Because if we don't do that, we keep, and I learned that, at CMC, because we're going around, politicians sit in Monrovia, they think this is what the people want. But when you go out there and sit with the people and talk to them, yes, when you go out there and sit with the people, today, the ordinary person wants more role. The ordinary person wants to have the opportunity to have agricultural tools so that they can go on a farm. They want to make farms. They don't have seeds, rice seed, and all of things. They don't have that. So you don't see that embedded into a political party's manifesto. You will see that into the CMC manifesto. Agriculture. The rice is the most, and as an economist, the biggest strain on our local money is importation of rice. Almost $300 million. We need to look for it against our Liberian dollar. And that puts an enormous pressure on the Liberian dollar.
How are you going to inculcate political party manifesto and national development agenda?
Very easy.
When you talk about consultation, I mean, the arrest agenda was deeply consultative. I mean, they did the district consultation, they did the national consultation. I mean,
people are good at writing, and the arrest agenda is a piece of writing. What we are going to do, and that's what we're doing now. We're not waiting for election. When we are saying we are going in community, as I speak to you, to know what is concerning to the people in the community. You can develop a very good agenda. And by the way, the arrest agenda is an excellent piece of writing. But I want you to please match what has been written against what has been done in 18 months. And you will see the huge variation. You will see the huge drawback because writing is one thing, implementation is
So
another.
under the CMC government, you have a political party agenda and a national development agenda.
It's the same. You get your agenda, you use it to come to power, and then you transform it into the agenda of the government. And this is what has been very difficult for most political parties.
So I will encourage you to go to the Citizens Movement for Change page and go and listen to this clip. I don't know why it became black after I recorded it, because when I post it on, it's not black. It's on my computer, not black. But then when I share it here, it's black. So, but go on the Citizens Movement for Change page, look for that interview and watch it to the end. The political leader says some very, very important things concerning political parties and how they come to power and things that it's supposed to do for the people. He had a very good insight on, these things concerning Liberia. As you know, he knows a lot when it comes to Liberia, the history, the country, the politics. He been there. He stayed in Liberia all this time. Most of his stuff he has is in Liberia. So he knows exactly what he is saying. Most of the things he said has not been done by any of the governments that came to power since after the war. So it is important that you go and hear it for yourself. Listen to it, take your time and listen to what he has to say. Liberia is lacking, not because Liberia is supposed to be lacking. Liberia is lacking because it's a created situation to keep the country in poverty. It is a created situation they have created to take away from you and your children. That's why Liberia is lacking. But that, if you can come on and you want to say anything concerning this video, and then I will read a letter from Sakapie and we'll go into this drug infested breakdown in the country. And I have a video where the police were trying to go into the ghettos and get, all the drugs from there. But then the question is, what are they doing with it? That's the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to come in to state that I always like to listen and observe, and I I want to side with you that the journalist didn't do his homework. Um, I expected more of the journalist. You tried, as in like Bill can say, you tried, but you didn't make it. And one of the first thing that you know, I think I will start with what I think your strength were during the interview, or at least you began by asking the Honorable Musability what motivated his writing, and that was good. He told us that he used to write before he used to listen to this BBC program that was called Letter from America, and he sort of emulated the same style. He was an avid listener of this show, and that's how come we got the name Letter from Sakapia. But I was disappointed in you saying that just because corruption was not mentioned in a human rights violation report, okay, means that there's no the American government was not saying that Liberian government was corrupt. Uh, and our PL did a wonderful job trying to explain the definition of corruption. You see human rights violation, then you question it, and you failing to accept that when you are corrupt, you lose trust in the power that the people gave you, because you are not going according to the Constitution. You are going to your rules, and that makes you corrupt. And so you are violating the rules because you want to suit yourself as opposed to go to the Constitution, and you are being dishonest. If you look at the word corruption, it's being dishonest. It means abusing the power that is entrusted to you. So you abuse the power, leading to you violating people's human rights. Therefore, you are corrupt. The American uh, report does not have the word corruption big in black and white for us to know that that's what they were speaking about. So,
But
um,
then I can interject on that. Human rights violation is a form of corruption.
correct.
You can go and Google it, go read in the dictionary. I'm just saying it to the public. You can go Google it, go read in the dictionary, go and find any other book. Human rights violation is a form of corruption. That is the truth. Go ahead, Dan.
Yes. So you violated, the power that are interested in you to maintain the rule of law according to the Constitution. When you violate someone's human right, you are not doing that. So you are corrupt. And so he kept on arguing with the PL, and the PL did a very good job in schooling him, to my surprise. I was not surprised that the PL schooled him because I trust and know that the PL knows what he knows. I was surprised that the journalist, didn't know, that the human rights violation was equated to corruption. He wanted to see it in black and white. He wasn't abstractly thinking, he was concretely thinking. The second thing, too, was surprised to me. He was insinuating that the CMC, okay, was a Nima party. He asked, why is the headquarters not in Nima? And as a journalist, you should know that there are requirements. NEC requires a specific place they want your headquarters to be, and that's what the PL said no. He told him our party is diverse. He gave him a line of all of the diverse persons in his political party. And I don't know if you are taking a jab at the PL, but I'm glad that the PL responded in the way that he responded. He said his party is not just diverse regionally in terms of taking into consideration all of the different counties, but in terms of gender. Okay, gender. Um, I also like the fact that he's a. I want to say you guys like to use the word talk and do. He's a do and talk. The the political leader told us that it's easy to integrate the party's manifesto into a national agenda for the country because he is doing what the Liberian people expect of him. He's giving the Liberian people what they need. He is making sure that people are accountable to each other. He is making sure that the budget shouldn't be geared towards a certain group of people in the country, but it should be for the people. He talked about the program where he would give the communities $500,000 each for them to get things as common as rice seeding, okay, as that would boost the agriculture as tools. That's what the people need. When you sit in Monrovia and make decisions, you don't consider what the people need, the people in outside of Monrovia need. And he's been through that route. He knows what's important for the people. And one thing I enjoyed was that community leadership, including the community. Don't just sit and make decisions for the people. Ask them what they want. So therefore, I like to brand him as a do and talk leader, and that's what we need in our country right now. So for the most part, that's what I received from uh, the tape. And so I did the journalist try, but he didn't make it. He tried.
Yeah, Brempo can say he did well. But
He got a trophy.
just so you people know, human rights is a form of corruption. Let me just read verbatim so you know that. And so, because Liberians, they always think that, corruption only has to do with maybe you steal money from the government and maybe the money that was allocated, you directed the funds to something else to benefit you, maybe your family or people, but they say human rights violations can be considered a form of corruption, especially when they involve the abuse of power by public officials or institutions. Corruption often leads to the undermining of human rights. You see, corruption often leads to the undermining of human rights, as it can result in the neglect and denial of fundamental freedoms and protections for individuals. When resources intended for the well-being of the population are misappropriated, it can contribute to a lack of access to essential services, justice, protection of rights, further entrenching inequality and injustice. So, yes, corruption can also be human rights abuse. So, that's a form of corruption. So, the political leader was right. I know he knew he was right. And that's why I always think the journalists, them, in Liberia right now, The government needs to make sure journalists are certified, and not just because it's talking on Facebook, but go to journalism school. I mean, do your research, before you even ask your question, inform yourself. Go do something and look at stuff. Okay, can human being, you never know when the person speaking. If you don't know, then you just don't ask that question. Don't play around. You just, go to another question, and then later on you can go and check and educate yourself, because education is not only done in the classroom. It's not all the time. Education can be done different ways, by interacting with people and then trying to read exactly what the person was trying to say. Also, you educate yourself knowing that. So I hope everybody knows now. Everybody knows now that corruption can also be human rights abuse. It's a form of corruption. That was a good interview. I will advise everybody to go and listen to the interview. It was very, very informative. The PL spoke from his heart, and he said everything that he wanted to say. I hope that Liberian people are listening, because it's important for us to listen and to take notes. We don't want these kind of failures in the country. It's time for us to change what we are seeing. What we are seeing is not good for the country at this point in time. These people, it's apparent to me that they don't know what they are doing. And that's just from my observation. I don't think they know what they are doing. And that's the reason why I don't think they should be given chance again to lead Liberia. I know some of the people will not agree with me because they're in denial, but it's the truth. But I just wanted to show a highlight of the PL before we go to the truck raid with here some workers, construction workers. I really like this video. The political leader carries such a charisma. You just can't deny it. It has to do with the pureness. Sometimes people feel it, and some people can be powerful like that. Some people are born with it. Some, because of their work, they gain it over the years. So he carried that kind of grace, behind him. Is undeniable. That's just the truth. He carries that. And then most of the time again, because of that blessings he carries behind him, and the kind of level of work that he does around him, the way he's interacting with the people gear towards people like that, and some people will be jealous of that as well. So we understand the other people that will be seeing stuff. You don't have the skill set of certain people, and when you see it, instead of you embrace it, then you mad because of it. But I know that cry in Sakapie on Saturday, some people were on the phone with their daybook. That cry was now he said I was thinking, yeah, what I cried. I was thinking, yeah, what look. I went back to the video I played over and I was there. Wow. Some people were calling. And then the thing is that, most of them they carry their cry with them. The PR went live. He showed a video going into Sakapie. No bus was behind him with a group of people. He was not carrying a few the cars with his secretary in the car. They went there. The people of Sakapie show up and they show love because the kind of work that he does in the county, the way he interacts with the people, the help that he gives as a representative and as CMC political leader, so the people overwhelmingly really just love the man. They just love him. And I know it had some people bad way. and they were not sleeping at that. You're showing care some people never went on a Grand Railroad. No, nobody went on a Grand Railroad. The crowd was just sincere. The people of Sakapi love Musa Bilete. They know what he can do. They know by him creating CMC, this is a positive movement that will change that world for the better. And that's all. That's all that matters. But that, this few times with the thing they have in Liberia now, where they say no to drugs. For me, I don't understand. I would say no to drugs things. We can't just say no. I think you need to put modality in place to say no. So, I know the people came out and they were able to give out, protest and talk about how they felt. Parents were out there, brothers and sisters that had lost their brothers and sisters, family members that the woman cried and said, her son was just in the graveyard. I just don't know how I can't tell you how that woman feel because I know it's hard. And they came there to show the government that we want a change. Some people went laced with them because they just wanted to be there, for the day attention. But some of those people were there for because they were going through it, and that's the people I respect. A little bit of time, some other things came up now. The people are fighting who they face of this and who they face of that. I don't believe in all those things because I think when you're fighting for a cause, there is no face. Let's just be clear. Everybody got a part of a role to play in it. Some people will do better than others, but doesn't mean that there should be a face. So that is being said. So right now, the leadership of that whole protest, there's a fight, internal fight as Liberians. They always do that. Everybody won't be seen and heard at the same time, but most of them not even doing the work. So it hurt me for them to try to take away from the people because of what they're doing. Because right now, the focus should be on the people. But I mean, that's who Liberians, that's how we do sometimes. And it's just sad. I want them to focus on the cause. That's why I'm bringing this up. I hope they hear me tonight. Don't make this about you, make this about Liberia. But the police were in an area and they went to do raiding. And I wanted us to talk about this raid that they went to do. So let me just play the video and we can go from there.
This is Vision Online TV. And we see the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, DEA. They are here on the move. From what we see, they are raiding this area of drugs. As you may well know, nowadays, the combat against drugs is very important in society. So the LDA has come in this area, and from what we see, they are very much vigilant. And the war against drugs is very important. The war against drugs is very important. So these are the drugs that are brought into the country to give to our children. Now the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency just came on the scene and they have confiscated these drugs. We want to say hats up to all of them for a job well done. This is a serious case. The war against drugs must take place. The war against drugs must take place. This is serious. If Liberia is to be better, this is what we ought to do. Show the area that you can find the drugs. Let the people come and see exactly what is going on here. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's all wrapped up. You can see it for yourself. Wrapped up. This is very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. We want to commend the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency for what they are doing.
The gas sustained.
Yeah.
Threw it in the water.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Threw it in the water.
So, was there any arrest made so far?
Yeah.
And
How many persons you arrested?
Two suspects.
Two suspects. But I see 3 suspects in your car. For the target
One
was 2
suspect from
from
Lukuta.
Lukuta. Okay.
all right, that's the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. They are here. This is a complete horror. This is a complete horror. Well, and so we're moving into the back.
Enter in here.
Wait, I'm moving to the back.
One of them in the water there, you see. I know you see how you
One of them. I know one of them. Why is it what? Is it big and
The man when they walk
We are told that this guy is one of the dealer. So for this, he escaped and got into the water.
It's a dealer. Praise God. It's a dealer. If I'm selling, thank God. You say you testify. I'm not dealer.
Is he here? What's up by this place?
You only tell me say.
Place? Local people. Yeah.
I want to dealer, but I'm not dealer. We say community people who can testify, say amen. I'm not dealer.
We can put things in place that we can ask some government official, like for example, this is district 14 and one of the richest districts in Maserati. Like, I know to be one of the richest districts in Maserati. Can we ask the lawmaker for permission that we can pay a substation or the money from your department?
Of course, yes. That's what I just said. If you say government, you're talking about everybody, you're talking about lawmakers and all things.
So when the richest district in Maserati that is there. I mean, my people, y'all saw the video. I don't know what you think about it. I don't have much to say about this video. The only thing I have to say is that they went to the place, they raided the place, they caught 2 suspects, they put them in a car, and they showed the drugs. So what happened to those drugs that they collected? Are those drugs taken away and burned, and for the public to see that they have been destroyed? Because as you take those drugs from the people you carry, who else can is it getting into? Are they going back to sell those drugs in the community? So all these questions I ask. If you want to be transparent in on the war, the war you want to wage against drugs, you have to be open to the public. And when those things are collected, they are supposed to be burned in front of the public so people can know it's on record. So I just my main concern is that the children, the youth are being taken advantage of when it comes to this. So our political leader is here. You already look tired, Chief.
Yeah, I studying for my exam tomorrow. You were looking fresh coming from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've been studying. I'm doing my last exam test tomorrow.
Yeah, we are thankful that you are here, but are you sure we don't want? We keep on telling you we don't want to see no feeling marking.
No, I'll take 15 minutes. I mean, Madam Chair, as per your request, so that we can talk about how we'll be doing behind here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're talking about the drug situation. I will omit my comment until you get the opportunity to speak about some of the things that have been happening in Monrovia, in Liberia.
Yeah.
The penalty been happening, and of course, we've been keeping
And
updated.
in Canada.
Yes. So first of all, I want to thank you, Madam Grace, informed me I was busy. I couldn't speak to you, but she told me that you were able to talk and speak to the team and show them your appreciation for their hard work. So that was very, very great on your part, and thank you. It was a success. You've been briefed already. We did have a successful trip, and we're looking to do more of what we did in Canada in the near future. So that's good. That was very
Yeah,
encouraging.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're always grateful to you guys. You did a great job. Not we can find easily a
Yeah.
pair of very hardworking people. I feel blessed as the political leader of this party to see the level of dedication that you guys have given, taking your time off, knowing that time in America is money. Taking your money away, and putting it into this. That's what sometimes I can want feet when people the party go outside there and say that they have a conversation because I think about people like you guys every day, who gave everything that you had to even phantom the possibility of sitting down with a party that is decimating our country like this. It's very painful. I guess, they want to make themselves. Anyway, by the way, the party is coming over statement tomorrow morning to deal with that. So let me leave that with the party.
Yes, so
Yeah.
maybe some people may not have heard, but today the leader of the Unity Party, Luther Tappet, made a comment that the CMC will be joining them. In 2029, they will try to win, and we will help them and promote them in winning. That is absolutely not true, and that's what the political leader was referring to. And he's coming out with a publication denouncing their statement. Yeah,
The
and
party will
the
release a
CMC,
statement. That is-
we make a lot of people general in our country. That what happening. A lot of people are
Yeah,
shaking their head.
you see, look, that's why the CMC is in a very delicate post. I told somebody today, I say, this organization, we're just a driver of the vehicle, but it's driven by the passion of the people. We can't do anything against the passion of the people. Um, when you go so, they say we're talking to CVC. When you go so, they say we're talking to, and the two on there, they just making themselves feel happy. At the end of the day, we know there's sufficient number of Liberians. That let me share some information with you for your comfort. 1.5 million Liberians is the total number of people that voted for George Weah and Joseph Bola combined.
Wow.
Combined. That means out of 5.5, there are 4 million people that did not vote for them. And if you were to take 1.5 million out of those 4.4 million people, even if you were to take 2 million and say they didn't reach voting age, there's still 2 million people out there that did not vote for either one of them. Those are the people we are focusing on. Those are the people that are rising up. And those are the people we stand for, to win representative seat for me. I can win my district 10 times if I want to be. But to sacrifice that, to say I'm going to do otherwise, is because that's my conviction. And that's the sacrifice that, we all make. You guys just coming from flying. It's a huge sacrifice. You left your family, you left your work. People don't see it that way. People think that you are not making sacrifice, but you are. You know,
So, but there was an
I
announcement, sir. So, did you announce that you are not going to be running again for representative?
yes, in my country, I told them the decision not to run, it necessarily doesn't make me the standard bearer of CMC. But I, as a person, have made a decision that the House of Representatives is irreparable from within. It's run by a cartel, and every time I go there, I'll face the same fate. So I'll use other means other than becoming a member of the House of Representatives. I'll prepare myself. I'll go through the process. If my party endorses me at the National Convention, I would love to run for president under the CMC ticket. With or without now running for the president, I made a decision that for change to come into Liberia, the House of Representatives is a lost cause. I'm not going back there. That's what I said. And I stand by that because I sincerely believe. But I'm happy with the opportunity that I've gotten to see the root cause of Liberia's problem. We appreciate the root cause of Liberia's problem, and Liberia's problem is the national legislature. And that has inspired us to CMC, and we're going to choose good people, hardworking people. We have enough time to sell them. We have enough time to popularize them, and we target all these people that are destroying our country to the legislature. We target all of them to remove them, and also everybody who is running on TVBTK will sign a resolution committing to an immediate audit of the legislature, upon that their first act will be to submit that resolution, as a position of the TNTs. So, yes, Madam Chair, Grace, I am not going to go back to the House of Representatives. It is not the route to change in our country. It is actually what needs to be changed.
So I have
And-
another question. They say you remove yourself also. You also turn over the chairmanship of the Rule of Law Caucus to somebody else.
Yes, I want to focus on my work as political leader of CMC. I am overwhelmed, and I can't believe the emotion that I have, given the number of, somebody today, I will not call the person name, a very, very, very strong supporter of the ANC, and we work together. And the person said, "Oh, Musa, this thing is getting serious." People working in my office came to me to get to you that they want to join the party. They're not even bothered by the fact that I'm a high-ranking official of the ANC. I get that from representative. I get that from friends. I get that from party chairperson, saying that I got people who say I should please let you see them. They want to join the CMC. So, to be a member of the Rural Law Caucus, two things happened. One, the main reason that caucus was formed was to ensure that uh, the United Party does not destroy our governance system. One way or the other, we managed to make sure that they follow through the process. The caucus will switch gear to focus on the welfare of its member, internal decision making, and advocating, which is a multi-party conglomeration. And the CMC doctrine may not necessarily be the doctrine of all the political parties. And representing that party beyond the original purpose may compromise my current position as political leader of the CMC. So I think it was honorable to tell my colleagues that it's time to move on. And my former boss told me, Clifford Flemingster, that the difference between being smart and being stupid is knowing when to quit. What he wanted to say, don't quit if you know you are right. Even if you don't win the battle, you save your soul. So for me, the battle continues on another front line.
Do you have any other announcement you would like to make here?
Yes, to the people of Canada, our compatriot, I appreciate you. I want to tell you thank you. I want to tell the officials that were inducted, thank you. I intend to drop by in the next few days to tell you hello, to have a lunch with you. You deserve nothing less than that. You treated my esteemed official very nicely. You give them good treatment. I have to go, even if it is a day. So look out for me next week. The chair of your region, Madam Goa, and the global chair will keep you informed of my movement. And I'll be, I will definitely spend a day or two in Canada next week.
Wow. So you have heard breaking news right here on
Yeah.
pre-breaking news. Okay, breaking news.
Chris had to take that out of me tonight.
Yes, yes. So if you just joining us, share the news, share the show.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, and those of you who are in Canada watching us, the political leader will be with you in the coming days. He is
Yes.
arranging to spend lunch with you, so get ready
Right.
to grace his presence. And also he told us he's not going to be running again for District 7,
Yes.
Nima County representative. He
Yeah.
realizes that he cannot make a severe impact in our country as a representative. He can do so in other ways. He's also resigned his leadership role from the rule of law caucus in the
Okay.
House of Representatives. And he said a brilliant thing from someone who taught him you have to know when to move on. You have to know when to move on. And he was overwhelmed with all of the responsibilities. And so there you have it. Breaking news right here on the Political Lounge. That's what we wanted to do. So every time we have breaking news from our political party, this is the place to be. You'll come here and hear it.
And we
Yes,
are so happy.
absolutely.
I know Joseph then from Canada will be watching. Joseph Cardi, Linton, those people will be expecting you. They are very happy. And we also was able to move into Quebec today. So we recruited one member from Quebec.
Yes.
So
Okay.
the province around Halifax, they are bringing more members. Lydia and Princess, those people will be expecting you.
Prosper.
Okay.
Yeah, I know they're going to be happy hearing. They should be watching, but now they will be happy hearing if they
Yeah.
hear you more about.
Yeah, I would, like I said, no one has control over that. That country is not my country. I'm not an official of the country. So if I want to go in some other country, I gotta ask the person that I want to go.
That's right.
And the visa process takes time.
That's
And
right.
when the visa came,
Quite
we have
understand.
to make a choice between, I mean, literally, as important as the NIMBA program was, if the visa was going to come before, we were going to postpone the NIMBA program 1 week. That's how much I wanted to do in Canada.
Yes.
But
So understand.
we're just informed. Yeah, we're just informed yesterday that uh, the visa. Yeah, I think the visa is already in town. I can pick it up tomorrow. So it's unfortunately, but we cannot let that pass. So we'll go to Canada in September. We'll have a very long, trip to the US. I might go to the US twice,
Okay.
both in September and in October, because the schedule is really building up.
So we have another breaking news. He might be at our September 27th program. It's a
Yeah.
fundraising,
Yes.
mobilization, and recruitment program. So if you listen to us,
Yes.
we just got
Yeah,
another breaking news.
I
So
have
please
an
share our show.
Yeah, we have an agriculture event in North Dakota.
Oh,
We have to meet some state officials there. We have to go to Minnesota. We have New York. Uh, well, we went to America last time just to tell the find people that we can go there.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
was under pressure from the party officials, especially two people here. That people say he can't come, so he must come.
That's right.
So,
You have a
we
point.
made a deal for 6 days. So I was there for 6 days. It was really nice, 6 days. but so many people were not happy because we couldn't, get to. We wanted to, but I think I've been in Minnesota once, but I lost sight of how long it was and realized that it was about 4 hours from Philadelphia, for instance. It became, difficult. But we're going to spend, our NIMBA uh, organization in Minnesota has invited us. We have already also been invited by EULA to speak as guest speaker for the
Oh,
EULA, and we have been invited by UNESCO to
wow.
also speak as guest speaker. I think we have two more guest speaker invitations. So the CNC, will use every one of those occasions to recruit more people and try to sell our ideas, whether you like it or not. Not just White House controls Liberian politics, but Liberians in America control Liberian politics.
You better
So
put some respect to our name.
yes, and their party and their people listen to them. So our party, the People's Party, want to make sure that by the end of December we have sufficiently covered most of our people, to make sure that the CNC really, I'm happy at the progress of the party. People may not understand or like our style of growth, but it is focused and it's persistent, and we love it. We appreciate it. We love it. Uh, we we're gonna make sure that the Liberian people in the United States and Canada lead the CMC through these distinguished leaders on your screen to make sure that we do what we can. The sacrifices you guys make for this organization is way, way above and beyond. And it comes with a price. A price tag of people saying all kinds of things, a price tag of depriving yourself
They were taught
of
tired.
holidays, work hours, where you should make the necessary money to keep your family and your bills paid for an organization that does not give you income, that every time we have an event, they end up with the organization or you. That's a lot. That's a lot. And believe me, we appreciate it. And we want to thank you for your sacrifices. I hope that we can be able to pay you. I hope that your investment that you are doing in this party can give you return in the future. But to bring us where we are right now, we just want to tell you and your whole team, the folks, D in Minnesota, Mr. Nangbe, Mr. Gilman, Mr. Kenneth, Mr. Dole,
Mr. Kennedy, William
the
Kennedy.
chairman for our chair from Minnesota, a great guy, he's one of the few officials that have come down to see us, and see us. So we're happy with the quality of leaders that coming up, and I get called every day like you guys do on what needs to be done, who needs to come, how it needs to happen. So, we're happy. Trust me that we're very happy. We just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your good work. You have worked so hard. I was in San Nicole. San Nicole has created a sleepless night. Sleepless night, Grace.
So
But
Sandy
but
people that Papa would Divakula in Sandy in 2029, right?
no, we have not done anything yet. Nothing. you know, the white men produce war for days. They call them tip of the iceberg. Uh, We're going to district. I'm telling you now, I want you to remember this. We're going to district 4 in Nema County. That would be twice the size of what you saw in San Nicolas.
Hmm.
Yes, when we unveil Gompugagon, in District 4, it would be big. And when we unveil our cheerleader in Makiri, it will not be easy. We'll go back to Bon County and unveil our regional chairman for Bon. It will be something. All of that combined, Kwadu Boni in Lower County will beat all that one down. As I speak to you, I think you saw the people. Look, please, the people of Kwadu Boni in Lower County have paid for CMC office
Wow.
and put the CMC logo by chairs and put it in the office
I saw that.
and raise our flag.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
Yes. In Kwadu Boni, Lower County.
I saw that.
So it's safe to say that CMC is the leading party right now in Liberia.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And when I'm going to Kwadu Boni, I'm not going empty-handed. I'm carrying yellow machine with me in my convoy.
Hmm.
Our people there have struggled too much. So I'm going to carry me and my yellow machine will be in my convoy. In fact, it will be ahead of me. Before I arrive there, the yellow machine will arrive there. And our people need some things in that district that we need to face. Look, that's a very symbolic place for the Madigo people in Liberia. And what makes me feel really good about it is that they have had the opportunity to elect 3 times a representative. All of them have been women. All of them.
Wow. That's good.
All 3 individuals elected. One time, another one twice. Women. I mean, we have well qualified sons and daughters on that place. And we'll make sure we keep it that way, and we'll make sure that our people compete fairly among themselves without discrimination. That would be CMC goal. CMC goal would not be to take side among our people, but to make sure that there's common ground on all the basis of how we want to do. So we're taking the mission there, and we also embark on we finish the mosques that they have there and the high school that they have in a place called Sakonadu. And we'll do all that. They too have been saying, Busa, why you have not come and reach us here? Traditionally, everywhere, whether it's Banga, whether it's Nimba, whether it's Maryland, Bon, that's the home of the Mandingo people. That is it. So every family in Liberia, once you're from Liberia, you got a home there. So I'm going there, and I'm going there with a bang. I can tell you that. Now it will not be compared to any craft. When we hit Kwalugono, we'll be there for a whole week.
Wow, that's a long
so
time. You already calling cry yourself because then you can't
the thing about Kwalugono, I can't control over my going there, but I cannot control when I come. They have to release me to come.
So that's a tradition?
Yeah. You can't tell them that you're coming. Somebody have to go talk on your behalf to say, please give him the way to go back. Okay. So I can only tell you when I'm going there, when they say when I'm coming back. And I even crazy say, my chair, and we're embarking on the Southeastern tour.
Great news. That's another
in October. And in my life, I love challenge. And I met some very, very strong people from Southeast today. One from Sano and one from Maryland. And I said, I want to break something in the Southeast. The people have said, oh, no matter what you do in Southeast, election time, they will vote for that general. I said, I'll break it. I don't believe that. That's what people told me. That as a Madigo man, what I built quota, some people say what I turn my district into New York, the Mano and the Gilpo would not vote for me. That was proven to be wrong.
Thank you.
And CMC is going to turn the Southeast around. We are going there. When we meet bridge, we'll start fixing the bridge. When we see road, we'll start fixing the road. And every county in the Southeast, when we go there, we will embark on a meaningful project in every county in the Southeast. And the tour starts in October. It will be one of the largest political tour in the history of our country. Everything will be with us.
CMC.
The entertainers, the musicians, the footballers, the media backs, the people will go there and we'll sleep, we'll start in Sano, we'll arrive there, we'll eat, we'll sleep with the people of Sano. And when we sleep, then the following day we'll go to Grand Cru, we'll sleep with the people of Grand Cru. The following day we'll go to Maryland, we'll sleep with them, we'll come back to River G, and then we end in Grand Bat, in Grand Chile. And then come to Sagrepi and rest for a few days and then come back to yeah.
We'll be following that tour very closely.
There are people who say, I love to be challenged. They say, oh, it's not possible for CNT to keep up this kind of momentum. But I wanted to know that that's our plan. Our plan to look at that. We have no plan to slow down. So you get used to this. You get used to this. They honor, these politicians for so long, they've underestimated the resolve of the Liberian people. They've sat down and said, don't mind the people. Election year will come and tell them what to do. This time, we change the rule of the game.
Yes.
If you want the Liberian people vote, you ask them and you ask them on your record.
Yes.
Not on what you promised them, on what you have done for them.
You will show tangible.
Every country that we go to ask them for vote, we will come back to them and say, this is what we have done for you. Vote for us, we'll do more. We'll never go and put our hand or say vote for us, we'll do. Anytime we tell you to vote for us in your country, we'll show you something in that country that we've done. And all we want you is your vote so that we can do more. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that you're going to be doing a Southeastern tour. Is very. This is breaking news for me because the Southeastern people have been seeing that Billy, you want to look at Southeast. We heard.
No way, Chris. We have gotten the highest number of calls
from the
around the country. The highest number has come from the Southeast.
Yes.
The enthusiasm for TMC in the Southeast is higher than, except for Nimba and Lofa. So far, it's not compared to any other region. I'm telling you. And that's what prompted as leader. When you see a call coming for a people more frequently, you have to respond to that. So I'm going to Southeast. I'm going to see what the people going through there, and I will fix it. It is in the Southeast that me and the government of Mayflower. Because that thing the day Bapolo, I will not accept it. The people in the Southeast suffer. If you want fixed road for them, you want fixed bridge for them, go fix it. When I go there, I see a spot, I will face it and you will not stop me.
Well, this lady from the River G, she said you're supposed to do something in the county, and then the people,
Yeah.
then somebody went and said you shouldn't do it. I think the student,
Yeah.
and then the people guy in the street said, "Better will build this particular stuff here."
Oh,
And
we
the
bring it
student
there.
run.
I spoke to Kukuyon. We already procured some of the steel raw for that work.
Yeah.
And it's going to be going to River G next week. Let them be sitting down there and be talking Tabata. We'll work for the people.
Well, what's your level of political? Where's it on there? Be talking about all kind of thing there. Oh, we can't hear you. That we can't hear you.
Yeah. I mean, we just got Sarah breaking news here tonight. I'm
Of
just,
course.
this is the place to be tonight if you want to do a cool.
All I think they're talking, this, that. I see. Can you imagine? The party all say now they want to be part of CMC. Can you imagine?
They were talk tired.
But that. I know you
Yeah.
guys were traveling, but that was a wake up call for me. When the chairman, I was on EMBC yesterday morning.
Yes.
And the chairman of the party is my friend. And when I finished the interview, then he walked in. It was time for his interview. And we had a small chat. I said, my man, we're coming in power. He said, oh, Musa, man, stop that thing. All that thing you're doing there, we can't talk to you, man. We're not here. I said, talk to who? So, so he's my friend. So we have that kind of relationship.
Yes.
But then when he said on the radio, we will talk to CNC, we'll talk to all the opposition, including CNC, to come together. Grace, they call a God. I mean, the party is in trouble, man. They call a God. I was shocked. I told the people, I said, me and Unity Party didn't get history. Why what I want to vote? Hey, the party didn't get to the only problem I have now, is becoming a problem is my friends from the CDC. I think they're taking offense over the fact that most people who come in are from the CDC. But what can I do? Like I say, it's not like to say I get human being.
We can't
it's not like I get human being factory where I will go collect new one. The people and I told one big CDC man coming today, he was vexed. Musa, this is against opposition unity. If you continue to do this, we'll fight you. I said, my brother, fight me. The only thing that I'm telling you, you are opposition, I'm opposition. At this time, my job to make sure you don't go second round with United Party. I must go. Your job should be the same. When I go there, I'll ask you to support me because you have the more difficult task, and my task is much easier than yours. But don't see me as your enemy. If your people leave your party, they come to me. If you don't want them to come to me, when they not come to me, the next party in London, you do the party. That is what is against opposition unity. For a partisan to move from one opposition to another, we are in the same family. But I will welcome them. Our party will be the next party that will run this country. So we cannot leave any Liberian behind.
Yes,
and we always say we do not stigmatize any Liberian. The way we do it is that no matter your past, We have new rules and we have new system, how we conduct ourselves, how we run the country. And so when you come, you pledge to that. We have a pledge to become representative. You will sign so much document that if you get by in time, you will not even want to run our ticket. That's how much document you will sign, including waiving your seat in case you betray the party. So we are here. We're doing digital registration. We campaigning. We're doing effective campaigning. I think it's so disrespectful of political parties to wait. The party is decimating our country. There's definitely silence. The Liberian people feel alone. They feel lonely. They feel dejected, betrayed, not just by the UP, but by the deafening silence of the opposition. And here comes, look, I've seen this before. This is how Darrell Dillon was elected senator. There was no question. We didn't even question because this man's voice was the only voice against the George Weah government. The George Weah government. And Dillon was successfully rewarded. The only reason why Dillon got a job because Dillon talked for the Liberian people. Everybody went into coma, but he never stopped talking. He alone, he had brass the George Weah government, and the people responded to that. So sit down there and be worried about the fact that the momentum that we have, you call it Sandy Knee, you call it Neju Knee. Do you know me? When Komani tell me that I elected Ellen Johnson twice. When Komani tell me that I took Liberty Party from obscurity and brought them as one of the most vibrant political parties in the 2017 election. When Komani that I kept the CPP alive when it could have just died in my hand. Don't Komani near, momentum high, momentum low. Yeah, if you worry about your momentum high, momentum low. Chief, if your government want take my business from me, no problem. I got enough property. I will pawn it to liberate this country. You take my business from me, you can take my houses from me. But the liberation of Liberia will not start. And if it made that pause at this time, the CMC has no interest in collaboration with opposition. Our only interest right now is to build our base. There are 2 million Liberians that never voted for any party. They need to have a say. And what we are doing right now is to reach out to them. Nobody can stop me from doing that. So we can stop. If anybody want to fight me now, come, I'm ready for that fight. Because me and nobody got agreement to say the other opposition party. No. You like it, you can't after my people then. They won't go to it. But any free agency I'll collect it. Any Liberian who come to me, and again I repeat, the CMC will never discriminate. Because when we come in our party, we have our set of rules, we have our belief, we have our principles that you must follow. We too must be an organization that will change people from old ways to new ways. And then we reject these people and tell them, oh, the man that Chatila man, the man that Joe Weah man. No. Everybody come to this party. This is a movement. When you come, if you got a record that is not so good, we'll cleanse it and redefine you and put you out there to fight. But we will never blacklist anybody as a party. We welcome people. Out here, there are people yesterday insulted me. But today, I'm happy we're all in the same party called CMC. So I told my friends when they release it, I say, relax. There's no human factory anywhere. If I see somebody who is in CCDT, you want to join my party, the party open. A person did not have fact. Oh, all the people you recruited in Nimba, all the people that actually they're not true. We recruited 6 people in Nimba, 3 of them CDC, 3 non-CDC. You know, that's the part. You know, so
we are open to everybody, all Liberians.
thank you.
We embrace you.
Well, and we're not holding you for your yesterday.
Mm-mm.
We believe in a new Liberia. We believe in a Liberia. CMC will start anew. CMC fight for corruption will not start with the government before. It will start with our own people. Even when you declare your asset, we'll find out whether that's true. If you find out that law will fire you. A corruption. You know that look, so our reform will not we will wait. When United Party leave, we know people from United Party will go to jail. So I'm not even worried about that one. But we'll take time. We will not rush to judgment. We will make sure the auditor general comes. If he had done an audit before, we review that audit and carry the execution. If he has not done an audit, we tell him to do the audit. And then when he finish somebody outside, we tell if you this idea of prosecuting people and making sure they go to jail before they don't have bond, we will not do that. We'll make sure anything you put up to put a bond, they will not fight bond. We want the case to continue so that the case can be decided. But using technicality to put people in jail, it makes the play more corrupt. We'll start that. So that Grace,
you can take your bow now because we know you want to leave. You got your testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was very nice having you here tonight. I mean, you said a lot of things. We appreciate you. And we want to say thank you to the people that work along with you, all the CNCers in Liberia, that when we start up here, they did their jobs. We appreciate them.
Yeah.
Also, want to appreciate our people that went on the trip was to Canada, the people that went on the road trip because they missed their flights were canceled. And they drove all the way from Canada to America, 17 hours drive. That's the sacrifice. People like Mr. Richardson and Victor Namwe, William Kennedy, Eric Doma, Emmanuel Namwe, Miko, all those people, they drove back to America. We want to
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think Grace was telling me this one. I'm so sorry, guys. Unfortunately. Yeah, Doc, I think that you said it. I saw you wrote about it. We're sorry, but anyway, I hope you saw the beautiful countryside on your way back to America.
Yeah, they arrived safely, so that was good.
Driving from the north down is not easy.
It was not easy, but they had a good team. They talked a lot. I heard they had fun. As much as the ride was long, they arrived safely.
Victor was among those people? Yeah, what?
Yeah, she was among those people.
Oh, okay.
The two of them, she was the only lady that drove with them, so that was
I see.
Compliment her for that.
I'm a sister there.
Yeah.
Uh, our upcoming big official boy. Let me wait the camera make that announcement.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
So
but we're
I'm
waiting
a
for the
sister
letter from
there.
you. We're waiting for the letter from Liberia, so we
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
and then we make the announcement. But they did
That letter will come tomorrow.
okay. Good.
Mr.
Yeah.
Nami is saying that he made it fun. They managed
Oh,
to make
okay.
it fun. Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
yeah.
bonded very well.
We
Imagine like
let's.
five people from different background riding together. So they bonded
I
very,
know. So
yeah.
did the other people take flight to continue, or everybody just?
They got here about 2, 3 o'clock this morning, and William Kennedy had to fly to Minnesota, so he couldn't get a flight from Canada.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Abraham drove him to the
Drove
airport.
home.
Yeah, to the airport, to Philadelphia airport,
Okay.
to get
Okay.
on a flight to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Wow.
yeah, it was quite an ordeal, but we made it through. We made good sacrifice. The trip was successful. That's also very important. We
That's
accomplished what
good.
we
That's really, really good. You know.
wanted. So CMC is,
We all suffer, yes. So I'm gonna be going out there to see those guys and tell
yes,
them thank you.
yes, we're being
You
communicated
know.
with you relating to that. Make sure that
Yeah.
everything is planned well. And Madam Grace Goa and I will be in communication with you. Now that you made those big announcements,
Absolutely. Yeah.
sure, you're just joining us and you're about to go to sleep. We want you to know that the political leader, Honorable Musa Bility, made some big announcements here. Number one, he told us that he's no longer running to be representative of District 7, Sakopee. He also told us that he also turned over being the head of the rule of law caucus in the legislature, the representative, to be precise, the House of Representatives, over to another person. He was just overwhelmed. He wants to concentrate more on being a political leader. He's also coming to Halifax, where we were, to tell the people of Halifax thank you. He said many other things here tonight. So share the show if you can. Listen to it late tonight. We're very thankful that you're able to take time from your studying to be here
Yeah.
tonight. So if you don't know, our political leader is in school to be a lawyer. So we will put pressure in the study very hard. So yes, thank you very much.
Okay, Dad. Take care.
Thank you. Take care.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, we are about to end the show. Thank you for everybody for watching. A lot of people came in when they saw the political leader. He carries crowd, so he brought some to our show tonight. Want to say thank you to everybody for watching. You heard what you heard. This is the political launch, and we are always happy to give you information as necessary. And so you have all the information here tonight, and we are grateful for that. The people of Halifax will be very, very blessed to receive honorability. I know there's a Nima caucus in Halifax. I know they will be preparing themselves when they hear this, since there is a news, so they can be here as well. I hope he have a very good time when he goes to Halifax. The people are already aware there that he's coming. They are putting the team together so they can have that dinner, well expected dinner with him. And we are happy to have that. He's also announced here tonight that he's going to be at the program on September 27, where we will be having that program in Philadelphia. That program is to introduce CMC to the Philadelphia community, the Liberian community in Philadelphia. Will also be doing a fundraiser that night. So come prepare. You're going to enter the place free. You're going to have free dinner, and you're going to wine and dine with us. It's just good that you even donate to that, right? So you will be donating to CMC as well. We're also expecting to recruit a lot of people at that program. Probability will be that he will speak. And we're expecting all of you guys to be there. Let me just share the flyer. I think I have created a new one. I don't know yet. But let me just share this one. So you can see it's going to be at the Clarion Hotel in Philadelphia. And we are looking forward to seeing everybody come and listening to what we have to say. If you love Liberia, then you will be a part of CMC. The political leader said it right. We embrace everyone, regardless of where you come from, your background, what you did in life before. That's your past. You want to come here, and once you follow the ideology of CMC and you follow the rules, there's rules there, and things that we do that we regulate. You being a part of a party, because that's the change has to start from within. So we're gonna do that, and we expect to have a lot of people coming on. A lot of UP people are now contacting me. I know they're accusing CMC and saying, "Oh, a lot of stations," but let me tell you, a lot of UP people too joining CMC. If you don't know, so that's it. This is a flyer right here. I'm going to put this other stuff down. Let me see. Henry, you can put this comment. You can remove this comment, so I can let me remove it. Yeah, so the CMC gathering pathway to change. It's going to be on September 27th this year, 2025, at 7 p.m. at the Clarion Hotel, 76 Industrial Highway, Essington, PA 19029. Our political leader will be present in that facility, and we're going to be having a lot of fun because we do it the CMC way. So CMC has a way we do things. It's just very different from all political parties that you ever seen. So come and join us. Let's do it the CMC way. This is all because of love for country. We want Liberia to be a better place. The political leader also booked that he's going to be doing a tour in the Southeast. I'm very happy to hear that. The Southeasterners have been, wanting to know when he's going to the Southeast. And he just broke the news here tonight. He's going to be doing a tour there. He's also doing a work in River G. I did not even hear that from him. Somebody in higher places in River G called me and told me that the CMC is doing work in River G. I heard the work was going to be going on, but the political leader did not confirm it. He confirmed it here tonight. And the River G people stood their ground, unlike the Babalu people who just sat down and let Patokan and then took away that preach from them. The River G people said, "Oh, no way." They wanted to do it in River G. The people said, "No way. They need that work to be done." And they stood their ground, and that work is going to be done by CMC. That's how it's supposed to be. You cannot take away development for the people. Development needs to happen in Liberia. We won't be riding on smooth road. Our people that drove from Canada straight to America, quota, 17 hours, no bumping in any hole. They drove smoothly, stopped at the gas station, put gas in their car. They went use the bathroom. They bought something from the mini max. We want that too to be in Liberia. We want Liberia to have that too. So, CMC going to bring all of that. That's the reason why you should join us. We are now the leading political party in Liberia. Newsflash, and that's just the truth. So come and join us. Come, let's work together and let's change Liberia so we all can be riding on payroll and using, going to mini marts on highways and things and buying gas for us struggling and all that kind of stuff. Our cars will not be using in the mud, So we want all of that to happen for Liberia. But that you can get close in so we can go. They say they cannot open the phone lines because there's work being done in the studio. Hopefully by next week, everything will be finished, and then we can go back to the phone lines and let our people call in. So if you're listening to us on the radio tonight, we are very sorry. We'll not be opening the phone lines tonight. Hopefully by next week, everything will start with the phone lines again for you to call in and give your input. So, yeah, that is it. You can come and speak, and then so we can close this show. This was a very rewarding show tonight.
Yeah, not much to say. Just ask you to come and join us. Come and join us, not because your mom, your pa, or your relatives. Come and join us because you are convicted to see change in Liberia. That's the reason to join CMC. So thank you, and we look forward to talking to you on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll not be here. We'll be here. We'll be back on Thursday and Friday. So thank you, everybody.
CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.